Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. After quite a long hiatus, about a year to be exact, I've decided to make another video. So my last video, I did a uh, showcase of my long-term creative world, and you guys really seem to enjoy that. And it's been another year since then, and I have added a lot of stuff to this world. So I figured I would make a part two to that, and just kind of show off all the new builds. So for those of you who don't know or didn't watch the first video, this is my creative world I started about 3, maybe even 4 years ago at this point. I've honestly kind of lost track and I don't remember exactly when I started it, but I have been working on this world for a long time. It's not a super main focus for me. It's something that I mainly do late at night after I'm done kind of playing regular games. I don't have the attention span or the energy to play like an actual game. So I just throw this on and I usually throw a YouTube video on a secondary monitor and I just build. No planning, no, tutorials or anything like that. I'm just building whatever comes to my mind, trying new stuff, and it's 100% vanilla Minecraft. No mods, no world edit, nothing like that. Every single block you see here was placed or broken by hand. So I'll give a quick overview of the stuff we've already went over, but I'm not going to focus too much on the structures that were in the first version of the video. But this area right here was kind of where the world all started. I decided I wanted to make a bit of like a large city, but mainly out of wood, kind of like a medieval period with, magic and whatnot. Um, I didn't follow a specific theme, and I've used many different blocks in this build, but I mainly stuck with a lot of dark oak and spruce, and this world is one large dark oak biome. This is where it all started right here. This is my open pit mine. I'm quite fond of this one, and you guys seem to be too. And here's my original house over here for myself. There's a long minecart track that takes you all the way to the other side. This used to all be forest, but now it's been transformed and terraformed. And most of this over here was in the first video. Multiple mine shafts, all sorts of buildings. But let's start with some new stuff. So if you come over here, I've decided to expand this island. I do not believe this house was in the first video. I kind of like this open concept with a two-story house. I've done this before. I really like the way it looks. And this wall right here I made, this used to be the boundary of the world before, but I decided to expand past that, obviously. And now I've kind of turned it into like a historical landmark, the old city boundary. Oh, and this building was here originally, but it did not have a purpose, so I have turned it into kind of a underwater tour building, and I have extended this building into a little glass block underwater using sponges like you'd see in old beta Minecraft. Not much to it, but it's something. Go back up here. Over here we have this little new area I made of a bunch of different housing. We have another open concept design house. I really like these. We have this large dark oak house I made with spruce and brick. Some of the interiors, like this one, are empty, but a lot of the interiors I do actually fill out really well. And sometimes I'll build something and I'll leave it for even a couple months, and then I'll come back and fill out the interior. Sometimes I'll do it right away. It just depends. Right here we have kind of like this community hall stage for town announcements and whatnot. Um, Over here, I kind of made this like boat storage building, this boat launch building. This kind of building actually took inspiration from, if you remember that Modern Warfare 2 map, Estate, there's a sort of shed in that map that has a boat launch, and that's kind of what I was thinking of in my mind when I made this. Over here, we have this bridge house I made. It's a bridge that connects the two parts of the town, but I also have living quarters on top of it, markets. I thought it looked pretty cool. Give me a second. I'm just going to turn to daytime. Over here we have a large glass face building. Like I said, I just try a lot of stuff. No real inspiration. I have all these different entrances and exits, almost like fire escapes on the side, and I planted some nature on the roof. Um, Another kind of beta style house with a lot of oak and brick. This one I went for kind of a red color theme with a open greenhouse. This one I went with like a kind of a duplex design. These two houses are cookie cutter copies of each other, but slightly different. Got some animals. Over here, this is some business area. I made these little shops in this kind of a commercial building. This is a butcher shop. As you can see, I've been trying to make use of the new blocks, even though this world existed long before shelves or even like copper was in Minecraft. This is vacant because I was feeling lazy. Here we have a blacksmith. This is an interesting house with an open farm underneath, and then the living quarters are up top, and this is one of the interiors that I actually fleshed out. This house is on the ocean front. I've kind of started to make these properties creep onto the ocean. I really like the way that looks. It started with that one actually. This one has a bubble elevator that leads you to the top. This house has a little garden over here on the ocean front, and as well as a public use dock that leads down here onto the ocean. This is a pumpkin farm, and they also sell pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns and whatnot. This is another one of the interiors I kind of did. This is when I built this house when copper first came out. Whenever a new block comes into the game, I kind of like to build a showcase house with it. So this house is built with a lot of Copper Institute. There was those little copper golems around here, but I think they despawned, or I might have done a /kill command. I'm not too sure. This building's a bit interesting. It's just kind of a big brick building with not a lot of glass to it, but I kind of designed it as like it's inspired by maybe like the back rooms or liminal spaces. I don't really know why I put that in here. It doesn't really fit with the theme of the world, but I did it anyway. Kind of just like a random tree and a floor plan that doesn't really make sense. Pools indoors and windows that just lead into a room. You come up here. There actually is like a maze. If I remember correctly, it's this way. Lots of dead ends over here. Yep. And staircases that are half cut off and just chains and whatnot. I don't know. I was in a a liminal space vibe, so I decided to do that. Normally you can't actually exit this building. These aren't here normally, but I put them here for the sake of the video. This is like an ancient ruin. It's an ancient Nordic wall I built kind of because the city has history and ruins. This is a ravine I kind of transported into a, I don't really know what to call it, but I put a floor on it with a bunch of lighting and some bridges that span across and some mine shaft sections that delve deep into the natural crevices of the world. This is a weird one. I'm not too a big fan of this house, but I kind of was just, like I said, I kind of just throw whatever at the wall and see if it works. Sometimes it doesn't. This is another building that I'm not too impressed with. I tried something different with the roof, trying to do an angle, but I don't love the way it turned out. This is a bit of a, this is a hydro substation I made for like power. Obviously, it's not functional or anything. But kind of, yeah, just like a substation. Um, Oh, this whole section is new. Now this tower is a massive tower. I decided I wanted to make something to build something to the world limit build height, and this is what I built. This big stone brick tower that also functions like an amusement park ride kind of thing. If you can do it in survival mode because this bubble elevator is so long that you'll drown, so you have to use water breathing potions. But it will take you to the top, and then it's kind of a slime bounce. This was a pain to build. This took a long time and a lot of effort, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It kind of ruined the skyline of the world, but I put so much time into it that I'm not taking it down now. And yeah, you just fall down and bounce really high. Yep. Here's some more houses I built alongside this shore. I've kind of started using different colored signs, trying to make like, I don't even know, fabric that you'd see intertwined between buildings. I really like this little house I built actually. I put a lot of effort into this one. It's like a fourplex with a central common area. This is a library. And there's different suite numbers. And I kind of went for this design where it's a balcony, and I made them with trapdoors, but it's always open. Here's a fence separating the residential area of the world from this mine area. This is a coal mine, and the minecart track that starts over here runs all the way along and brings the workers to the coal mine. This house over here, I kind of went more medieval style with multiple different, I don't even know what you'd call these, but tall sections with little A-frame roofs, barrels hanging off of little makeshift cranes and whatnot. I think the bottom of this one, I built a little blacksmith hut. My build style is definitely all over the place. I mean, I started playing Minecraft myself on the 360 version back in the day when I was a child, and that would have been like beta 1.6, and I've played Minecraft ever since, so it's gone through a lot of evolution over the years. Over here I built this massive factory. I think it's a masonry factory to kind of provide employment to all the theoretical people that would live in this settlement. And yeah, this was a pretty big build. Apologize for that beeping, that was my watch. Kiln and all sorts of different machines and contraptions. I built the foundation of this one out of this all sorts of different bricks, and I went a bit thicker than normal. I did 4 thick over here. This is like a flare stack right here for all that pollution to come out of, because you know, Paradise Minecraft world should have pollution. But yeah, I think that is most of the stuff. I'm pretty sure this large building of glass was in the original world tour. It's hard to remember exactly how much has been done because I don't really keep track of it, but I know that a large section of area back here was not in the first video. But I thought I just wanted to do an update video. I also haven't posted to this channel in a long time. I kind of just lost, I don't know, I lost steam for it, I guess you could say. But I do enjoy making these videos, and I might actually make some more of those beta videos because those seem to be a bit of a hit. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I will see you guys in the next video that won't take a year, but for this specific creative world, I guess I'll make an update in another year's time. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye.